Okay, hello. Today we are going to be reviewing one-step equations. All right, let's take a look at this first problem. I have 14 equals 5 plus x. The first thing that I like to do is draw my line down my equal sign. I can see that x is over here, so I need to get rid of this 5 in order to get x by itself. This is a positive 5. So to cancel out positive 5, I need to do the opposite. I need to subtract 5, and it cancels it out. But remember, what I do on one side, I have to do on the other. So I'm going to go and subtract 5 over here. Okay? I can draw my line, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. So then I will bring down my x, and then I will do 14 minus 5, which gives me 9. So my answer is 9 equals x, or we kind of like to write it like this, x equals 9. Okay? All right, let's take another look at the next problem. I have to solve the equation, solve for the variable. My variable is x, so I'm going to draw my line down the middle. I can see that x is over here on my left, and also so is negative 3 or minus 3. The opposite of negative 3 or minus 3 is going to be plus 3 or positive 3. This now cancels out. But remember, what I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. So I'm going to go to plus 3 over here. Okay, I'll bring down my x. My equal sign, I got negative 10 plus 3. I'm not a genius when it comes to doing negatives in my head, so let's go take a look over here and go to our handy dandy Desmos. Okay, we go to desmos.com because we can still use this for our SOL. We click on graphing calculator. And then my problem was negative 10 plus 3. So negative 10 plus 3. And I get negative 7. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write that down. X equals negative 7. So x equals negative 7 would be my answer. All right, moving on along. Let's go to the next page. Okay, I got negative 10 plus x equals 2. I have to solve the variable, solve the equation. I draw my line down. I see that negative 10 is on the same side of x, so that is what I need to get rid of first. This is a negative 10 or a minus 10, so to get rid of that, I'm going to add 10 here, which cancels it out. But whatever I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. So I'm going to add 10 over here. Okay? And then I am left with my x, my equal sign, and 2 plus 10 gives me 12. So x equals 12 is my answer. Okay, we have one more addition problem, and then we're going to go into some multiplication. So let's take a look. I have to solve for my variable or solve my equation. My variable is x. So I'm going to draw my line down the middle. I can see that this positive 12 is on the same side as my x, so that's what I'm going to get rid of. The opposite of positive 12 or plus 12 is going to be minus 12 or negative 12. So 12 minus 12 cancels out and gives me 0. What I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. Okay, and then I am left with 15 minus 12, which gives me 3. Equals x, and I could say my answer is 3 equals x, or x equals 3. All right, let's step it up a little bit. I think we're getting the adding and subtracting down. All right, I have 4x equals 48. Now, when I see numbers or variables that are beside each other like this, I'm multiplying. So I could see it like a, b. That's a times b. I could see it as a and 4. That's 4 times a. I could see it as 3y. That's 3 times y. When the letters or variables or numbers are beside each other, we are multiplying. You might also see them like this. 4x or 4x. Same thing, we are multiplying. All right, so I can see right here I have 4x, so this is multiplication. Okay, I'm going to draw my line down the middle. To undo multiplication, I have to divide. So I'm going to divide by 4 here, and that cancels it out, and divide by 4 here. So that should give me x equals, let's see what, I got 48 divided by 4 if I'm typing in Desmos, and I get 12. So x equals 12. Okay, let's go into my next problem. I have a -9 and an x. They are right beside each other. So if I had to solve this equation or solve for this variable, I can see that -9 is being multiplied by x. So to undo multiplication, I have to divide. Now this is a -9, so I need to make sure I divide by -9 in order to cancel it out. What I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. Okay, so I need to do 81 divided by -9. And I should get -9 equals x. Okay, or we can say x equals -9. I like it better that way with the variable on the left. I would like for you guys to make sure you're doing your variable on the left as well. Okay, last 2 problems and then we're done, so let's get it. Looks like multiplication again. I'm going to draw my line down the middle, and I can see that 2 is being multiplied by x, so to undo multiplication, I need to divide. So I'm going to divide by 2, that cancels it out. What I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. Okay, and if I went to my handy dandy Desmos and I did -32 divided by 2, I would get -16 equals x. But remember, the way that I want you guys to write it is like this. So x equals -16. Boom. All right, last one. I have to solve for x, solve for my variable. I'm going to draw a line down the middle. I see that my x is over here on the left, and -8 is attached to it. It is being multiplied. To undo multiplication, I need to divide by -8. That cancels out. What I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. So if I went to my handy dandy Desmos and I did 56 divided by -8, I would get x equals -7. All right, and that is it.